Today on Turkey Tips, we're going to talk about the different types of calls. There are many different types of calls, and especially the box calls. They're made out of different types of wood, and they have a different sound. But for a beginner, a box call is what I really recommend. And you can go to a mouth call after that, or a slate call, glass call. Normally, when I first set up of a morning, I will take a box call and do the cluck. Let the gobbler know where I'm at. He's on the roost. I'll put my decoys out and do the cluck. And that way he'll know where I'm at, and hopefully he will come in my direction. Cluck kind of sounds like this. There are many different types of turkey calls, box calls. One I have in my hand here today is a wormy chestnut call. It was made by a well-known turkey call maker, Mike Brown. I have quite a few of his calls out of different types of wood. Box calls, according to the type of woods they're made out of, most all of them have a different sound. Of course, turkeys are like humans. All the voices is different. So I recommend a box call for a beginner because they're easy to use. Sometimes sound is really what counts, but you've got to make the right sound. And I'll make a few sounds here for you on this. This is called the cluck. This is the purr. This is the one that you use when you're calling the mail in. Here is a call that you never want to do. It's a putt. It's an alarm call, exciting. Something's going on. A box call is nothing but a musical instrument, and you're playing it. And you can get different sounds from a box call by applying your fingers on the call, how much pressure you put on them. On the thumb up here, you can move it around, or your fingers, you can move it around, get a different sound. You got to make a sound that he wants to hear before he'll come in. Like I said, this is a chestnut call. I also have another call right there. This is, as you notice, it's a camouflage call. This is Simpson's custom call. So I like camouflage. Not saying that you can't call a turkey in on any call, you can. But just like to be hid. This is a fighting purr, two turkeys fighting, which they very commonly do in the spring of the year. Like I said, there are many different types of call that you can use. Now this is what they call a slate call. This is also Simpson's custom slate calls. It's got slate on the front, glass on the back, which gives you a different sound. I also have them with glass on the front and slate on the back. This is kind of what they sound like. When you're doing these, you want to do a circle of motion to make a sound. I actually heard one gobble. Did you hear it, turkey gobble? Yeah, we are playing and they're gobbling. I have here a wing bone call in which I made. The wing bone call was one of the first calls to ever be made. I've been told the American Indian came up with a wing bone call. And so after the wing bone call was made, white men started making them out of snuff cans. They call it the Sniff Can Call. But the wing bone call, to make a sound on it, it takes a lot of practice. You don't blow on it and you don't suck on it. You kind of kiss on it. It makes it sound like this. A snuff can call can actually be made out of snuff cans, but snuff cans are hard to come by. You can also take a medicine bottle and make one. This is made out of a medicine bottle with the end of it cut out and a piece of latex over the top of it, and it does the kiki run. You can always also make a trumpet call. This is a trumpet call. It's made out of a cow horn and a wing bone call of a turkey. It sounds similar to the wing bone call, only the sound will go out farther. I have a turkey gobbler here in my hand. I really don't recommend this unless you are in an area where no one else you know of is hunting, because that's what people are hunting for, gobblers. And it is not safe really to use one of these unless you are in a secluded area. I will make a sound of it and it sounds just like a gobbler gobbling. If you use one of those, make sure you are in a secluded area where you won't get shot. Like I said, I do not recommend it. When I'm hunting, I like to always have a mouth call in my mouth to call with. That way my hands are free. I'm not using a call. And if I need to call, I can. It's a cluck or a kiki run. A kiki run is a lost call or assembly call to get the turkeys back together. Of a morning, there's different ways you can your turkeys. Most of the time, they will gobble on a roost, or else you can do an owl hoot, and it will excite them, and they will do some gobbling, and you can locate them. At this time, I will do an owl hoot. You can get these at the local Walmart store. It sounds just like an owl. Where you say, who's cooking for you? Also, you can use a crow call or a peacock call, and they will gobble. This is a peacock call here, I believe. Just a noise. Here, this is a crow call here.